focusing on a mix of issues from education, career progression, and pressures students might face, to social media and even recycling, areas that one might not expect to find gender binaries present. The aim was to keep this issue of balance at the heart of the discussion and provide all students, irrespective of gender, with a space to express their views freely.
International Women's Day is once a year to denote what is a fact that inequality still remains. So the idea is to open up a workshop space with 6 different workshop leaders and to be inclusive, to talk about many different issues, about balance, which is why we've gone for all schools. This is not about women, this is about us as a society.
Workshops led by the Governor, the Mayor, Luis Dagneto, Pat Orfila, Mark Randall and Nairi Jamas opened up conversation on equality issues and inspiring anecdotes.
So I'm trying to convince the students here today that understanding what leadership is and how they can apply it is something that can empower and enrich their lives to be as successful and as fulfilled as they possibly can be, particularly in terms of getting more women leaders into our nation. If you look at the top 100 companies in the UK, only 7 chairs of those 100 companies are women. They bring a whole different way of doing business, they bring a whole different way of leading, and that has huge value.
We got into a little bit of a political arena because I'm obviously an executive with the present government, the GSLP, and it's a very important role, I think. For a long time I have been the only woman within the executive, and now finally we have another woman that was voted in. So it's good to see that women are, that they're showing interest in what I feel has been a very male-dominated arena. And a woman, obviously, like a man, has a lot to offer.
Despite being held under the banner of International Women's Day, over a third of those attending the workshop were young men. A promising figure illustrating something that has been hard-fought. Gender equality is an issue for all genders. So why is it important?
I think we're just living in a more modern world, and I think people really need to wake up, especially gender equality and sexual orientations and all that. I think people really need to be more aware of it.
It's really important that we have workshops like this so that we can start making a difference and get women and boys to lead and question feminism as well.
Hearing about all these issues in the news, I think once I go into the world of work and stuff, I think maybe some of them might come as a shock, and I think learning about them now is beneficial. So if I ever come in contact with them, I know what you should not accept and what you can go by with.
It's quite important to empower the youth, and not just women or just men. I think in general we need to empower the youth, because the youth is the future. The youth is the leaders of tomorrow. They're the ones that are going to be making the laws, passing agreements, changing the climate, etc. So I think it's the youth that really needs to be empowered in that aspect.
With future leaders like this, we might just be in safe hands.